It's Friday!
Hello, Internet people! It is Friday, October 23rd, 2015, and it is time for Talking About What You're Talking About. This is where I take some of the things that you have been sharing on social media and I talk about them. Okay, you guys, Joe Biden is not running for president. I admit to being a little bit disappointed because I find him to be a true civil servant. Love you, Joe, but you know what's best for you, and probably what's best for most of us, too. Okay, after several hoaxes over the past few years, this week finally brought us the actual factual Back to the Future Day. Yes, October 21st, 2015 was in fact the date that Doc programmed into the DeLorean in Back to the Future Part 2. The world had a little party over it and everyone was invited. There was this and this and this on Jimmy Kimmel and then this and this. And this. If you didn't see something on Wednesday that made you tingly or nostalgic or blew your mind just a little bit, then you do not like the internet, or Back to the Future, or things that are fun. Now, the movie did accurately predict some things. We have drones, we have wearable tech as eyewear, self-tying shoes are a reality, and then, of course, there is also Biff. Screenwriter Bob Gale, you guys, even told the Daily Beast that yes, they thought about Donald Trump when they made the movie. So yes, Biff was indeed inspired by Donald Trump, although I don't think anyone had any idea how accurate a prediction it really was going to be, with Biff in the second movie being a bully and a mogul who uses his power and his money to gain political power. Freaky. Self-tying shoes are indeed a reality thanks to Nike, and the first ever pair was sent on Wednesday to Michael J. Fox. Now, these sneakers will only be sold as a limited edition through auction only, and all of the proceeds are going to the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research. Nice going, Nike. Now, a lot of things from the movie did not come to pass. I am not able to rehydrate food. The Cubs are definitely not going to win the World Series, and no one really dresses like this. I am not going to hold on to those things, though. It is all in the past. The whole movie is in the past. The movie about the future is now past. Time is just mercilessly steamrolling on. I think 70s fashion is on its third repeat. The amount of people who have never used a cassette tape now far outnumber the amount of people who have. The future of that movie is now past. You guys, movie tickets for Star Wars: The Force Awakens went on sale this week and broke Fandango. The trailer was released and has already been watched over 36.5 million times. So this week was Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and Star Wars. Only 55 more days to go, you guys, until my birthday, which is also the day that Star Wars: The Force Awakens hits theaters. Best gift ever. In other Hollywood news, people are talking about Laverne Cox being cast as Frankenfurter in the remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Damn it, Janet, she is probably gonna rock that. A sequel to The Big Lebowski is in the works with the Coen brothers on board. Julianne Moore, John Goodman, and Jeff Bridges will be joined by new cast member Bill Murray. Also, Channing Tatum took his daughter to a Halloween carnival dressed as Winnie the Pooh. Astronomers have just discovered something that no human being has ever seen before. A real-life white Death Star ripping apart a miniature planet with some just intense gravity action. Using the Kepler Space Telescope, astronomers were able to see a small celestial body get shredded by a white dwarf star that it orbits. Just being vaporized by starlight. They have long thought that a white star, which is actually just a super, super dense star that happens when a star collapses, could potentially cannibalize the planets that are around it. Now, I don't know if this will affect how you go about your everyday life. I don't know how into space you are, but a major theory has just been proved, which means we are much closer to understanding this whole galaxy thing. Apparently, Norwegians are using Texas as slang for crazy. Texas Monthly collected all kinds of little snippets from articles and a Tumblr page where the word Texas is actually used to describe wild and crazy situations. A police chief describing a situation with reckless international truck drivers as absolutely Texas. A fisherman describing catching a swordfish to the news as totally Texas. There are even commercial jingles using that phrase. One Norwegian explained it on Reddit like this: "When I think of the word, I picture a cowboy crashing a party and shooting 2 revolvers into the air. It's completely Texas." I wonder what my Texas friends think of that.
Wait, Norway said what about Texans?
Texas is the home state of Meatloaf, ZZ Top, that crazy actor who plays the bongos naked.
Not all barren desert. There's no tumbleweeds rolling down the street. We don't ride our horses everywhere.
Who you calling crazy?
But I do own a cactus, so there's that.
As Texans, we totally resemble that remark. In fact, that remark is Texas. Wait.
Apparently there aren't as many tumbleweeds as people think, but Texas is pretty Texas, and yep, they know it. My friend Alexis from Texas, we actually call her that, Alexis from Texas. She told me once that if you were from Texas, or from the general South for that matter, that you could say something bad about anyone you want as long as you follow it with the phrase, bless their heart. So look forward to that the next time when I talk about Donald Trump. Bless his heart. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss next time. It may not all be news, but it is definitely what you're talking about. Bye! Time is just mercilessly steam rolling on, steam rolling forward. Time is just